Hey there, I'm professional psychic Karen Marie, and this is Psyched Up for Monday, February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day. So, for those of you who watch my videos every week, you'll know that last week I told you I was having 2 root canals this past Friday and asked for healing energy. And so many of you reached out to me. I just really appreciate it. What beautiful energy. And you held me in the light. The procedure went fabulously. I had no complications and was in very little pain afterwards. And today there's like zero pain, no swelling, no pain. Amazing. Unfortunately, over the weekend, I encountered some very toxic energy connected to a toxic person. So, this is where it's a real downside to be an empath. And I was so overwhelmed toxically that I was literally cramping. My stomach, my intestines were in a knot. Like I couldn't even get out of bed yesterday afternoon and evening. So this is why I didn't film the video yesterday as usual. And I'm doing it today. I'm much better today. So for those of you who sent me the beautiful healing energy for my endodontic work, thank you so much. And please now generate it to clearing out this toxic energy. I've done a lot of extra meditation yesterday and today and know exactly what the source is of this. And so it's on its way out, but this is why I'm doing the video today on a Monday instead of on a Sunday. But this is a very powerful day and a very powerful week. And as usual, I'll be talking about the transits for this week and then doing mini readings for all 12 signs. So for those of you who don't know me, and this is your first time to watch this video, welcome. Please subscribe. So I am a psychic channel, which means information will come through me from divine sources. I'm an empath, which means I'm a psychic sponge and I can feel what's going on in the people in the world around me. And I'm also a medium, which means people's loved ones will come and let me know information. So when I do private readings, I'll look at someone's birth chart and the current transits. I'll also look at their tarot cards, and I use a non-traditional tarot deck, the Osho Zen Tarot, for those of you who are interested. And my readings are a combo platter of the information that's coming through, the information that I'm feeling, what I know about astrology, what I know about tarot, and I just put it all together in this lovely stew. So today is Valentine's Day. And so what's super powerful going on today in the skies is Mercury is about to move into Aquarius. It's in its very last degree, 29 degrees of Capricorn. It's called the anaretic degree. So this is bringing up, Mercury represents our thoughts, our heads, our communications. So it's been retrograde and Mercury is still moving out of its shadow period from where it went retrograde. So it won't get out of shadow until next week. So we're still feeling the residual effects of Mercury retrograde. But at this anaretic degree, it's like bringing up these issues to a head. Like, what thoughts do you have about yourself and the world? What thoughts do you have about your future? What kind of communication issues have been going down with the people in your life? These things could reach ahead today before Mercury goes into Aquarius, where it will completely shift degree. It will shift degrees, will go to 0 degrees of Aquarius, but it'll shift energy significantly. And you may feel that shift. The other super powerful thing, I mean, there's so much that's going on right now. So Mars, the planet of taking action and moving forward in the world, it's the masculine principle of the universe. And Venus, which is the receptive divine feminine energy of the universe, has come together. They're both at 15 degrees of Capricorn today. This is so powerful, and to be happening on Valentine's Day beyond that. So this is the divine feminine and the divine masculine coming together within each one of us. It's very auspicious. Venus usually travels faster than Mars, but she has also just been retrograde since she went retrograde in the middle of December, and she just went direct at the end of January, but she has still not gotten out of her shadow period. So we're still having the residual effects of Venus retrograde, which is how we receive energy, who we love, what we love, all showing up and reaching ahead. And so she's like she's lost her, like going backwards is like when someone's been spinning around and you stop and you're still kind of dizzy. So she's not moving at her usual speed because Mars has caught up to her, and they're going to be traveling together until the middle of March. This is really rare transiting information. And so we're entering, starting on this day of love, this auspicious time period of the divine masculine and the divine feminine coming together. Now, this can show up in your external life as relationships coming into your life over this next month, relationships transforming over this next month, relationships ending as well. But most importantly, it's about these divine principles that we all have within us. We all have the divine masculine, we all have the divine feminine, no matter what you are. And so these principles coming together in your life is a divine integration inside. And so it's working out some major kinks and helping us with this male energy and the female energy coming together in a beautiful yin yang harmonious connection, right? And so we're going to be feeling that. It's going to be very interesting to see how that shows up in everyone's life. But you may feel this strength of this Mars energy. Mars is coming up to support Venus. Like, ideally, the divine masculine energy is the protective energy. It's the one that moves forward in a courageous way in the world. And the divine feminine is receptive energy and receiving and soft, and again, the divine feminine. And so these energies traveling together is beautiful. In Capricorn, this is a hard working sign. This is like your old structures. Like, it's really time to overhaul and review how you look at the world. Also because Pluto is in the later degrees of Capricorn right now, and it's transforming the Capricorn energy in our lives. So what is this Capricorn energy? If we break it down, I wrote some notes. So Capricorn is man-made laws, it's cultural laws, it's the pressure to conform, it's government, it's external authorities, it's politics, it's corporations, it's educational institutions, any kind of external authority, like your parents. It's your father. Capricorn rules the 10th house in astrology. This is your mission in the world, but it's the divine masculine principle. So with Venus in this sign, she's softening up this rigidness, right? And trying to go, okay, let's not just be so harsh and rigid with the rules and the boundaries. Pluto here is like, no, we're going to change all of this up. Pluto is like a wrecking ball. It is like throwing a hand grenade at your feet. It will always transform what it's in interaction with. So we're having this major opportunity to transform deep level karma, because that's the other thing about Pluto. Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio. Scorpio is the deep, dark waters. It's deep psychic intuition. It's deep secrets. So with Pluto energy activated, deep secrets can be revealed in your life in all kinds of ways. With this Venus and Mars coming together, it could be secrets about your relationship. In Capricorn, it'd be secrets about political figures, government figures, anybody that's out on the world stage. These deep things could be transformed, like secrets being revealed. So Pluto is at 27 degrees of Capricorn right now. Also very auspicious because right now the nodes are at 27 degrees. So Pluto is trining the north node, which is at 27 degrees of Taurus, and it's sextiling the south node, which is at 27 degrees of Scorpio. Let me talk a little bit about this. So the North Node is collectively what we're all learning. Like, we're all on the globe in class. The teacher is here in Taurus teaching us about, what does Taurus represent? Our values. Do we value ourselves primarily? It's about our money, our food, how we store things, how we take action on the planet. It represents the planet itself. Planet Earth is ruled by Taurus. So it's also our food, how we feed ourselves, how we store our food, how we store our money. And so Uranus has been in Taurus for several years, and it's been shaking up these paradigms as well. Right now, this summertime, the North Node will be conjuncting Uranus, and that's when I really expect some major changes happening on the globe itself. But right now, just with the North Node at the latter degrees, now the nodes move backwards, where most of the planets, unless they're retrograde, move forward. And right now, all the planets are forward moving. There's no planets retrograde right now until April 29th, when Pluto goes retrograde. We have a huge window to move things forward in our life. This is powerful, productive, get things done energy going on. So Taurus is also, it's a creative sign. How many Tauruses do you know are artists, musicians, writers, creatives? And Tauruses love food. They love their clothing. So designers of all kinds, clothing designers, interior designers, a lot of them could be Tauruses. So when the North Node is in Taurus, we all kind of take on these Taurian qualities, and we're taught these Taurian lessons. You may feel extra drawn to creative projects as a result. In this last decan, it's about, what do we value about our lives for the future? How are we setting up our finances for the future? So Taurus is ruled by Venus, and Venus is about who we love, what we love, how we receive energy. It's also our money, finances. So with the North Node at Taurus, it's a lot about financial stuff. And again, in this last decan, our finances towards the future. What are you doing to prepare for your future financially? Like these kind of things could be coming up. Pluto in a trine with the North Node in Taurus is a trine is a positive connection. So it's bringing out the best of. It's transforming these things in a positive way. So now the South Node is how we're collectively releasing old karmic patterns. It's things we're getting rid of. It's cleaning out the storage closets of our lives and being done with karma for all times. The fact that the South Node is at 27 degrees, sextiling another positive relationship with Pluto, its ruler, at 27 degrees of Capricorn, indicates to me a powerful, deep level karmic transformation in our lives, like clearing out deep level karmic patterns, those ruts that we fall into and repeat over and over and over again. This is a powerful opportunity to completely transform this energy in our lives, right? And you also want to look, if you know a little bit about astrology, you want to look to where these rulers, where is Pluto showing up in your chart? Not only that, where's your natal Pluto? Because it's going to be activated with this Pluto energy. Where is Venus and Taurus showing up in your chart right now? Which planet, like where's Capricorn in your chart? Where is Venus in your natal chart, right? So these things are really being triggered. Mars and Venus coming together. Now, Mars is the ruler of Aries. So it's activating the Aries area of your chart. So we've got like lit up parts of our chart right now. And it's like taking a scavenger hunt to look at all these pieces, you know, where Venus is transiting right now, where Mars is transiting in Capricorn. Where is that showing up in your life? Because that's where you'll really feel this coming together in a powerful way, right? If you want more details about that, contact me for a reading. We can dive deeply into your chart to see how this is specifically affecting you. But if you know a little bit about astrology, you can dive deep in this yourself, right? Where's Venus in your natal chart? It's being activated right now. Where's Mars in your natal chart? It's being activated right now. Where's Pluto in your natal chart? It's being activated. And then the houses of Capricorn, Scorpio, and Taurus. These are the major lit up areas, right? So look, and what other planets do you have natally in Capricorn, in Scorpio, in Taurus? These are going to be activated right now, right? In a positive, transformative way. The other powerful thing about this 27-degree energy is we will be having a full moon this week. It'll be exact here in Austin, Texas, Central Texas time, Central Standard Time at 10:56 a.m. Wednesday morning, the 16th. We'll have a full moon at 27 degrees of Leo. All right. So the moon has just moved into the first decan of Leo today. So Leo is about, it rules the fifth house in astrology. It's about our passion. It's about romance. It's about our heart. It's about creativity and children. This is the Leo energy. It's about the person that wants the stage, wants the attention. Hey, look at me. It can be on a downside, selfishness and narcissism. On a positive, it can just be passion, right? Beaming the light. Leo is the ruler of the sun. So there's like this activated energy of the sun. Full moons are when the moon's on one side of the chart and the sun's on the opposite, creating an opposition, bringing things to a head, bringing attention up. This is why full moons can be very intensive no matter what sign they're in, because it's bringing out this energy. Like the tides are pulled by the moon, right? So we're all made of water. So we're really affected by the moon. I've been really watching in the transits, paying attention where the moon is on a daily basis. And it just makes so much sense watching my life and the people around me and my clients, how the moon is just such an powerful, important teacher for us, right? And if we're paying attention, we're going to get a lot of information. So full moons are about things coming to their conclusion, bringing things to completion. They're often about letting go in a deep, powerful way, releasing things, ending. So with this Mars Venus conjunction and the full moon, and at 27 degrees. And so this full moon is going to be squaring the nodes. We'll have this big T square in the skies, right? Between the sun and the sun at 27 degrees of Aquarius, the moon at 27 degrees of Leo, the north node at 27 Taurus, the south node at 27 Scorpio. So these huge T squares in the skies are karmic turning points. And especially when we have Pluto hanging there at 27 degrees of Capricorn, trining in and sextiling into the nodes. And it's in a quincunx with this full moon, which is also like bringing things up. It can bring things up suddenly. It's like bringing things up that need to be addressed, right? So this is a powerful, powerful, powerful week. We can feel the full moon beforehand. We can feel it coming. And there's a reason for the word lunatic, right? Like it can bring out the cray-cray in people as well. It can bring out the passion in Leo. It can make people want to partay this the next couple of days, right? With the moon in Leo. Another very interesting thing about this aspect, this is the fifth time that we've had a full moon at a 27 degree point. There's going to be two more. This 27 just keeps being hammered over and over and over again. The 2 representing our feelings, the 7 our intuition and spiritual connection. So we're being kind of bombarded with listen to your feelings, listen to your spiritual psychic direction. These are paramount. These are so important right now. But this 27 degrees of Leo, in August of 2017, we had an eclipse at this point. Remember, we had eclipse that we could see across the United States, right? From coast to coast. It was visible here in the United States. This eclipses are turning points, right? So the moon full here, revisiting this eclipse point, and then all this T square and Pluto energy in alignment with all this. Wow, wow, wow. Deep, profound karmic change. And I was listening to another astrologer, Molly McCord, my favorite astrologer that I listen to. She talked about this eclipse point several years ago being a divisive, like it literally split right across the United States, really dividing. Think of how divided our country has been energetically since 2017 of August. And what about your life? What has transformed in your life since August of 2017? In what areas of your life have you already been seeing profound shifts happening, right? So this full moon on Wednesday morning is activating this. It's a turning point for our country and each one of us personally. So very, very, very powerful. Okay, so also going on this week, the moon is squaring Uranus and is going to be opposite Saturn tomorrow on Tuesday, the 15th. So Uranus is the great awakener. It loves to throw curveballs, hand grenades. The thing about Uranus, if it knocks something down, which it will often do, take something away, it will replace it with something better. A square is a very intense energy. So we have the moon moving towards its fullness in a square with Uranus. So this could really activate Uranus shaking things up, right? In Taurus, literally shaking the globe. There can be profound earth-shattering news. I mean, anytime this week, really, with these powerful, potent players, like the earth can be rumbling literally or figuratively. Again, Pluto in the mix, secrets can be coming out. Full moons can often be about it's illuminating, right? So secrets can be revealed, things hidden can be revealed in the full moon. So the moon in a square with Uranus and opposition with Saturn. So Saturn is our structures, how we form things, how we put things together in our life. So this can be, again, something that can be disconcerting, rerouting how you structure your life. The sun in this last decan of Aquarius, feeling out things about the future, Aquarius is about how we all vibe together. It's humanity. So something about humanity towards the future can be activated with this full moon. And then with the opposition with the moon with Saturn's in the mid-decan, which is about how we all interact with each other, how we are all connected. So that could be really shaken up. And in your personal life, it could be shaking up things about who you connect with on a daily basis, right? What else do I have? So Venus is conjuncting Mars, like they're in a conjunct. It'll keep on, like today, they're both at 15. I have Venus right now as I'm recording this at 15 degrees and 49 seconds. Mars is at 15 and 29 seconds. I have that they'll be exact at the same exact second point on Wednesday, the day of the full moon. So they're going to be at 16 and 55 seconds, exact, right? So, but they're traveling together, like I said, for a month. So we're going to feel this energy of, come together right now. It's an opportunity to really know who's in your camp and know who's not. This Aquarius energy is, rules the 11th house in astrology. It's our networks, our groups, who we associate with, right? So there can be some shakeups in your circle of friends, in your groups, whether that's a group at work or your social networking groups, or whoever you hang out with in groups or networks, your church group, your synagogue, your temple. Like there could be shakeups this week in groups. You could go, I don't want to hang out with these people, or wow, these are my people, I know it. It can be opposite ends of this pendulum energy here with the moon and the sun in a tug of war with each other. All right, so on Thursday, we'll have Jupiter, which is at 10 degrees right now. It's moved into the second decan of Pisces. So let me just talk about that a bit. Jupiter is a beneficial planet. Wherever it is, it brings good luck. It can bring positive energy. It makes things bigger. So if it's in an aspect in a negative way, it can supercharge that in a negative way, but mostly it brings in positive energy. In the second decan of Pisces, it's really bringing positive energy into our psychic and spiritual connections. The second decan, our intuition with others can be really heightened, being able to pick up on what's going on with the people in and around our lives, our spiritual connections, our communities, really vibing and lifting and like elevating with this energy. Because Pisces, it's a slippery fish. It could be two fish swimming opposite directions. It's ruled by Neptune, which is also sitting there in Pisces at 21 degrees. Jupiter is going to be conjuncting Neptune this summertime, or in a few months. I can't remember the exact time, somewhere between April and June or July. I think I've talked about it before I'm not sure exactly at this moment when exactly, and I'll be talking about it as it gets closer, not for the next couple of months. So we can stay here grounded in February and March knowing, but Jupiter's moving quickly through Pisces into a once in a lifetime conjunction with Neptune. So this is going to be emphasizing is like everybody on their mats, everybody be meditating, chanting, praying, plugging into your spiritual connection and psychic downloads. People are going to be waking up all over the place, wanting psychic readings, wanting to develop their abilities, wanting to meditate, wanting to get out in nature and have a divine connection, feeling each other out, picking up, like the veil is thin right now in the psychic realms. The other thing about Neptune and Pisces is it's about the spiritual, the psychic, but on a downside, it's about the illusion, the delusion, addiction. So with Jupiter in Pisces right now, it can really be bringing addictive things to a head. Like if you are struggling with an addiction of any kind, substance, food, alcohol, drugs, gambling, sex, porn, workaholism, like whatever it is that you're doing to excess, it could really come to a head. Conversely, if you're already addressing your addictive things, you can have some incredibly powerful spiritual psychic downloads affirming your path, validating your experience. Your ability to be of service to others who are struggling can really be heightened right now. So on Thursday, Jupiter is in a sextile with Uranus. This is a positive aspect. Sextiles and trines are positive connections. So Uranus is the great awakener in a positive connection with Jupiter, which expands things in Pisces, psychic, spiritual. Oh my God. Talk about downloads. Full moons can bring psychic, spiritual downloads anyway, because there's just heightening things. So this is a powerful week for psychic downloads, spiritual connections, dreams being off the chain. Like I've already been feeling it. My dreams have been wow over this last week. Like I'm already feeling this energy. Like, and my dreams can be vivid on a regular basis anyway, but I am definitely seeing specific information, powerful, clear downloads coming in my dreams right now. So you could always program your dreams. Like when you go to bed at night, ask your guides to work with you, ask for any information you need to know to be revealed to you in a dream. If you do that consistently, it's kind of like meditation. You do it consistently, you get better at it. You consistently program yourself before you go to sleep. And then pay attention when you first wake up. What was I dreaming about? Of course, if you're on certain medications or if you're drinking or smoking some dope, like you could be like, I don't remember my dreams. All right, well, okay, then you're missing out. One of the advantages of putting down addictive substances that are affecting your brain is your brain comes back online. Sugar is one of the worst things for your brain. Alcohol is sugar, right? So sugar and flour is another one that's horrible for your brain. I don't do any flour, any sugar, any drugs, any alcohol. My mind is clear right now. And I hope, let's knock on some wood, that I continue on this path of sobriety and abstinence because I'm living my best life, abstinent, clean, sober, present in my life. Like there's definitely some days that I'm like, oh my God, this is too intensive. But this is why I do spiritual practices every single day without exception. Because as an empath, I have to bring my energy, raise my life condition above the collective, right? Because the collective on the planet is steeped in fear. This pandemic that we've all been going through on this globe has heightened people's anxieties, depression, and fears. So if you're empathic, you don't even have to be interacting with anybody. You could be in your house, in your apartment, and still be feeling this collective. So in order to pull your energy above the collective, you have to do spiritual practices. There's no way around it. Breath work, chanting, meditation, listening to solfeggio frequencies, listening to guided meditations, whatever you need to do, all of it and more of it, right? This is the time for light workers, star seeds, spiritual workers. All hands are on deck right now because this time that we're going through is the most transformative time that we've experienced in our lifetime and for centuries on this planet. So another thing I didn't talk about yet on this video is that this Pluto at 27 degrees is on the degree point that the United States Pluto was on when it was conceived as a nation. So July 4th, 1776, Pluto was at 27 degrees. Next week, we'll have an exactitude. Starting on Sunday, this next Sunday into Tuesday, like it gets exact conjunct. So wow, this week should be the week where we have a brouhaha of the rebellious American spirit, death and transformation, power and control issues meets the rebellious American spirit, power and control issues, death and transformation. These two are meeting each other in an activation that's incredible. So the fact that we're having this Pluto return, and Pluto is trying and sextiling the nodes and quincunxing this full moon, like this week is gonna be on, on, on. Wow, just sit back and watch this week. Whatever hits the news, whatever is going down in our government here in the United States in particular, but all governments around the world, because even though we're having our Pluto return here in the United States, we affect the whole globe, but Pluto is still at 27 degrees in all countries all over the globe. So this is the latter degrees of power and control meets these governments, institutions, corporations, this top-down authority energy of Capricorn. And Pluto is transforming this top-down paradigm that we've been steeped in for centuries on this planet. Pluto is transforming this paradigm. This is the good news. But going through a transformation is not pleasant. If you're attached to how the way of the world and the things around you, you can be up for a awful ride, like a roller coaster ride like you've never seen. This is why it is so important to find your gravity point within you. Grab your higher self, your connection to the divine, the eternal. Raise your life condition above the collective on the planet so that you can think clearly, you can see what you need to do for your life. Everyone has psychic abilities. We're all intuitive. Some of us, that volume and dial has been turned up our whole lives. I worked to actually turn up the natural psychic abilities I had to the point where it turned into me doing this as a career and helping others. That's what I feel like my number one job is as a psychic, is to hold a big mirror up so you can see your intuition and how it's guiding you, and know how to listen to your own intuition and your own, how to interpret your own higher self's signals to you so that you can be on the path for you. If you're listening to your own intuition on a daily basis and following its guidance, you will be on track for your life, and you'll be able to navigate. You'll be walking through this landmine that we're going through right now. It's like walking through a field with landmines everywhere. But if you listen to your intuition, you'll know exactly where to step, and you just do one day at a time. What today do I feel guided to do? Plug in. If you're just going off, rushing off half-cocked into the world, you're going to be running into the traffic accidents, the brick walls, the brouhahas on the street and out in the world. Like, I feel like this is the week where protests and stuff can just spill out onto the streets. Wars could definitely be happening this week, like the Ukraine, Russia situation could really reach ahead. Like, and I keep going back and forth intuitively about that. Like, Putin, on one hand, I feel like he's just showing off all his toys, like his ego. Look at what I have, like with all his trucks and soldiers and everything. But I also feel like there's some intent to be disruptive as well. So, like, those of us that are alive on the planet and conscious that can generate peace, like, we can affect a change here. But there's so many people steeped in fear that that's what makes me worried. We're already, so many people are depressed. So many people are already anxious. So many people are already steeped in fear. It's this rumbling of on the planet right now. And people are just knee jerking in a reactive way, right? So again, all the more reason to center yourself and plug in to the divine matrix. That's, this too shall pass. This point in history will be history at some point. So sometimes if you're steeped in brouhaha going on in your life right now, or drama and trauma that's going down in your life personally or collectively, take yourself 10 years down the road. How are you going to look back at this time at some point in the future? Will you feel good about how you navigated these times? I really feel like we incarnated to be here now, right now, awake, conscious, bringing a higher vibration, channeling a higher vibration to the planet, right? I'm not alone in this. If you're watching this, you've got these abilities too. So bring it, bring your higher self, add your positive juju to the collective right now, because the collective needs all light workers, anybody vibing at a higher vibration. The whole planet needs to be just soaked in this beautiful divine energy. Okay, so we have Jupiter sextiling Uranus Thursday into Friday, or Uranus. There's two different pronunciations I hear out there. I think either one is okay. Potato, potato. So also on Friday, we have Neptune opposing the United States Neptune. So this can be on a positive side, activating the divine spiritual principles of spiritual psychic connection downloads. On a downside, it can be activating illusion, delusion, addiction. Neptune and Pisces is mucus. It could be activating the health stuff, the negative health stuff. So I'm not sure how that's showing up as well. Again, these are just astrology transits aren't predictive any more than the weather report is predictive. There's a 80% chance of thunderstorms. Okay, so that doesn't mean lightning's going to strike at your feet or that you're even going to get rained on. There's a 20% chance it won't, right? But it's not the day to plan a picnic, and it's good to note, right? It's good to know that if you leave, you want to have your umbrella, or maybe you don't even want to go outside today, right? So that's how I look at the astrology transits. They're not predictive. They just are showing you how the energies are lining up. Also on Friday, we have the sun at the last degree of Aquarius, again, an anaretic degree, so it can bring this humanity energy vibing together to a head, and then it moves into Pisces. So then the sun will be joining the team in creating a stellium in Pisces with Jupiter and Neptune. So the focus is going to be the channel that we turned on then is spiritual psychic downloads. Tune into your own spiritual vibration, tune into the world around you psychically, spiritually, your thoughts for the future, spiritual psychic. So we're going to enter into a whole new month of the focus being psychic, spiritual, but again, also illusion and addiction. So people who are steeped in illusion, in fear, whatever, the worst can come out of people in these times right now. Like, I don't want to predict that, but just it's good to know, right? It's good to know when the moon is full to watch out for the people that you already know are emotionally unstable in your life, because they unbeknownst to them and the people around them can be cray cray. Okay, let me see if there's anything else in my notes that I feel like I need to talk about. Another thing I noted about the Pluto and Capricorn and the transformation that's going on, it's time to let go of our old structures, our old way of doing things, people we gave our power away to. Like, who have you given your power away to in your life? It's time to reclaim that power within yourself, your divine self, not your ego, power. No, your higher self. You need to turn your ego self over to your higher self. That's the way through addictions as well, is to surrender the ego to the higher self, the part of your life that's caught up in this addictive response and fear, it's acting out, right? And I love the phrase that the opposite of addiction is genuine connection. So if you're struggling with addiction, reach out to someone else or reach out into a community, and you can replace whatever it is that you're addicted to with community, with the people that love and support you. So enjoy this passionate full moon too. Like, it can bring, like, intuitive sexual lives can be at an apex this week, and that can be really great. If you're already in a great relationship, enjoy. again, with this Venus and Mars coming together, you may have new love coming into your life anytime over this next month. And that's true for anybody. But most importantly, this divine love, the divine feminine and the divine masculine coming together, integrating within you is so, so empowering. So take that thought into meditation and really chew on it and really enjoy. So that's what I get about the transits for this week. Now I'll be moving on to doing readings for all 12 signs. Again, we all have all 12 signs in our chart. So you can look at the different houses that are ruled by these different signs and then correlate. If I'm talking about Aries, where's Aries in your chart? Say Aries is your 10th house. This is your house of mission. So this reading then could be talking about what you're doing out in the world, you know, that kind of thing. So just, you can kind of draw those conclusions if you know about astrology. And if you don't, and you want to know more details and how this is affecting you, contact me. Be happy to give you a reading. And also, you know, I put the links to my website underneath here. I put the links to my my email. I'm always willing to offer a sliding scale fee. So if you need to have a reduction on the rates that I post on my website, let me know. I'll tell you what my sliding scale rates are. And also tune in, because daily I post 1-minute videos where I talk about whatever transits are jumping out to me about the day, and I draw a card and I post those on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And I put the links to that underneath that. So if you're interested in connecting and just getting a daily dose of what's coming through from me, you can do it that way. So take a swig of here of my tea. And we'll go to the Aries. So what the Aries need to know with this powerful, transformative week ahead. Okay, we've got the control card coming up for the Aries. So this is who has control in your life. Where are you giving your power and control over to? Are there issues that are beyond your control? What can you control? What can you not control? So the serenity prayer is coming to mind. Like, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. But with these gripped hands, there's something that you're trying to get control of, or something that's making you mad or angry, fighting against maybe an external authority or someone in your life that feels like they have the power control. So get that power back, take that power back. Whoever you feel has this power control over you, it's an illusion. You've given your power away. If someone else is rocking your world in any way, they're making you mad, you're having a reaction to them, you've given your power away, right? And there's sometimes, yeah, okay, well, my boss, I can't control it, or my manager, or my dad, or whatever. Sometimes it's legit. Still, you give someone else the power to wreck your emotional sobriety, wreck your world, you're giving your power away. Even in the midst of circumstances you cannot control, there's a way through to find peace and serenity and joy and courage, right? So this is about identifying these factors in your life. Like this, in this control card, there's still, like, this is what it feels like when I get my psychic channel downloads. Like, there is downloads coming. If you're gripping and all armored up and like in a battle, you're not going to be paying attention to how you're being guided, like that you're being guided to soften and get divine guidance. Like sometimes if there's charged issues, especially if there's karmic charge, like a pattern that's been going around and around and around for a long time, you may need to dive into extra meditation, prayer, visioning, to get your answers, to get free of giving your power away. But I would suggest, like, whoever and whatever has the power and control, just visualize pulling the cords back into your body. Like, if it's your partner, if it's your dad, if it's your boss, if it's your manager, if whatever, imagine just pulling that power and control back in and pulling it back into your life, right? And then what do you do with that energy? What action do you feel guided to take, if any, right? How can you find peace, serenity, joy, wisdom right now, right in this minute, right? So if you're trying to control someone else, maybe you're the one controlling, right? Again, pull your energy back. Don't try to control someone outside yourself. What do you feel guided to do within your own spaceship here, right? What is the guidance? Not what is your ego latched onto? What is your emotions latched onto? What are you physically trying to hold on to? Let's get some peace this week, Aries. Let's get some joy this week, Aries. Let's get some wisdom and insight this week, right? You can shift this energy just with the conscious intention to do so. So that's what I'm getting for the Aries this week. Tauruses. Taurus is with the North Node in your sign and Uranus also in your sign. You may feel activated and highlighted, like it's go time, especially if you have any planets around 27 degrees or right now around 11 degrees where Uranus is. Like you can really feel like, okay, it's go time. I'm being activated right now. So the integration card is what I'm pulling for the Tauruses. So this is one of my psychic cards. This is about integrating your psychic intuition into your life, like stopping to pay attention to how you're feeling guided. There's fabulous spiritual ideas that are being downloaded if you allow them to, right? There's this beautiful energy of the divine feminine and the divine masculine, very much the energy of these things coming together, the moon and the sun. Like, I really get that this full moon is super powerful and transformative to y'all this week. Like, you're going to feel something major change in your life is what I got with the Taurus. Is like can be an event or a person or an insight, download, something that is a turning point in a profound way for you guys this week. And it feels like it's coming in intuitively. It's not coming from logical, rational mind. It's not something you figure out. It's something, to me, it may just be karmic, like the winds of fate are coming back to give you a gift. It feels very positive, very powerful. But things just like this could probably just be one of the best weeks ever. I feel like Taurus is like, you may get shot out in a rocket ship of like fame or accolades. Maybe like this would be the week to play the lotto. Like there is something coming together, and I'm really getting the activation of this hands of like just really feeling like that you don't need to hold a grip, that all you need to do is like balance this energy in, like really tune in. Is my divine masculine, is my divine feminine balance? Like the planets are helping you this week in a major way and for the rest of the month. But there is this beautiful energy. It feels like relationships are super beautiful this week, really being able to see eye to eye, really come together. Great communications this week. Woo! Really positive, powerful week. Really powerful psychic confirmations coming on this week. Like that's one of the things I do personally. If I'm at a confusion point, like I'm looking for guidance or direction, I ask my guides to show me loud and clear, like block paths I don't need to be on, open the doors on paths that I do need to be on. Let me see clearly insights. Let me have the confirmation strongly. Show me brick walls and red lights if it's a no, like fly open the doors if it's a yes. Give me specific confirmations. Confirm it 3 times is another thing I'll ask. Like, I don't want just one confirmation. I want 3 confirmations. Like, this is the week where you can just shoot up and ask for clear direction and guidance and feel like it's like a boomerang that comes right back in a powerful way. Like, your guides are listening, they're on tap, they're ready to support and help you, is what I got, Taurus. This should be a fabulous week. All right, well, now we'll go on to the Geminis. All right. We've got the Buddha card, or the consciousness card. This is about divine connection. This is about accessing your highest self. This is about getting divine insights, divine guidance, just powerful, profound download, like really being able to tap into your divine nature and know what that is. Because as a Buddhist, I believe that everyone has a Buddha nature. If you're a Christian, you can call that your Christ self, right? Translate to your own religion. There's a divine part of yourself that is not your ego. It's a part of you that continues on after you pass. So this card is like saying, access your higher self, meditate, chant, pray, connect with your own eternal divine self, receive the downloads, know that you're being guided from this higher self. Follow your intuition. Like, this is super, super powerful. But if you've been up in your Gemini brain bouncing things back and forth, like, this is like, take both heads off, dive into spiritual practices. You'll get your insights, your downloads. Like, super powerful week for everyone. But this should be an easier week than usual for you to access the divine spiritual energies. The planets are aligned to help you have some profound, transformative spiritual psychic experiences this week, Gemini. And you may find that there's someone that shows up in your life that presents as a Buddha, as a Christ, as a living, divine, enlightened being that shines the light in your life, on something in your life. Like, this is about spiritual. This is not about the material world and what you're trying to force and do and change. This is about eternal energies this week, Geminis. Like, what is your eternal self? Do you access that on a regular basis? This week, if you've never done it before, you can have a profound experience doing that. If you do it all the time, every day anyway, you're still going to have a profound spiritual connection in a way that you haven't before. Like, the volume just feels like it's being turned up with your connection with your own higher self. And the universe is pointing at you to connect spiritually. Connect with the divine, connect with the divine within you, connect with the divine in the people around you, connect with the divine apparent all over this globe this week, Geminis. All righty. Cancers. The healing card. So this has been my favorite card lately, or at least the universe thinks it is. So Cancers, you guys are the healers of the zodiac. So I feel like you are in need of healing with this card this week. And like psychological healing, physical healing, like there is something, my sense is there's something that you have been struggling with, like a repeated pattern, something you're dealing with over and over and over again, that can completely be transformed and healed for all time, is what I'm hearing. Like, profound, fundamental healing and transformation, not just healing your upset stomach or your sinus allergies, but this is like what has created dis-ease in your life for a long time. Has it been your relationships? If you're cancers, it probably is your relationships, right? You're the ones that give to other people and usually end up with the short side of the stick coming back. Like this has been the story of so many cancers I know, is you give and give and give in relationship and then you end up with nothing, right? So this is about you giving to you, not looking for the universe to give to you, except in spiritual and psychic downloads. And when you are putting yourself in the position to receive your own healing, your own psychic downloads, your own spiritual fountain being poured on you, you'll see it show up in other people. But if you're looking for it to come from someone else, which it feels like there's a catch with some of you cancers, you're looking for your happiness, you're looking to feel loved, you're looking for connection in the world around you, and you're ended up like face planning again and again and again. There needs to be a realignment, like hooking yourself up with you. This week, you can have a profound insight, transformation around this whole dynamic. Really have a soul level healing. That's what I'm getting. Like this healing card that's been coming up again and again and again. This is like, all right, it's been coming up for you guys regularly for a reason. You need to heal something on a DNA level. You need to heal something for all eternity. You can't just access it on your own. You have to plug into the matrix of the divine. Ask your spirit guides to come in and help you. Do your extra meditation, prayer, chanting, yoga, walking in the woods, soaking in the tub, staring into the fire, whatever you do, up it tenfold this week. If you usually meditate 10 minutes a day, like 10-hour day meditation, like do the whole day of meditation. Like it's just like, if you go in deep this week, you will have profound change for all time. There's like insights, shifts. Your guides are on deck, ready to help you. You don't have to look at the people in your life. Like it may show up in support with people in your life as well, but I'm getting that this is essence shifting. This is like tapping into the essence of the power of who you are, not your ego, your physical body, but who you are as an enlightened being wearing a human spacesuit. Tapping into that and having a profound, to me, this feels like the insight you would have on a mushroom or acid trip. This is like hugely transformative. Wow. OMG insights healing this week for you guys. Super profound, super powerful. Don't drag this karma past this week that you've been struggling with. Address it, lay it down. Enough is enough is enough. Time to transform this karmic pattern. I'm willing to transform it this week. Doesn't matter what's going on in your relationships, the world around you. You can have a hugely profound transformative experience in the middle of your life, and it will have ripples effect in everything around you. All right, Leos. Okay, here we go again. The healing card is on a roll once again. So, and I just, you know what, just watch what I just said about the cancers, because I feel like it's the same story here. Like Leos, just check out the cancer videos because I just channeled some powerful stuff. This is for you guys to get out of deeply rooted karmic patterns this week by doing what I just told for the cancers to do. Obviously, you are not alone on this journey, and this can be a profoundly healing journey this week. But check out what I just said to the cancers because it applies to you guys as well. All right, we'll go to the Virgos. Okay, we got the stress card going on for the Virgos. Kind of frenetically stressful out there. It really is. It can be intensive. This is about you being too much in your head, trying to figure things out, trying to, like, maybe you've got static energy of everybody else's energy you've collected too much. You need to clear your energy field, is what I'm getting. And I get it, like movement, going out for a run, going out for a walk in nature, of course, diving into spiritual practices. But I feel like you need the elements, like water, getting in water, like getting out in the sunshine, getting out around trees. Like there's something you need to do to clear your auric field and your physical body out. Like it's accumulated stuff. And you may be like on these, like facing a deadline or something that external that's also creating this stress. Like all you can do is what you can do today. What do I feel guided to do today? And then do that one little thing at a time, right? Like if you've got a lot of things that are piling up in your, like, get it out of your brain, write everything down that you're chewing over. Like this guy has got all these multiple things that he's juggling, right? And he's got the monkey here poking at him, you know. So this is about like putting all these things down, like writing them all out might be really helpful. Like what is stressing you out? What are all these balls that you're juggling? What are all these things you're trying to figure out? Get it all out of you. And then, you know, find a centered space and then just like, what do I need to address today? What do I need to address this next hour? Like, what do I feel guided to do right now? Like really let your guidance going on. And I really feel like there's empathy going on, that some of this stress, not even your stuff, that you may be just picking up the stress of someone around you, or again, the collective. So raise your life condition above the collective so that you can see clearly and feel calm and peaceful and joyful and tap in. Because it feels like some of this may be even stress out of like a positive achievement. Like maybe it's hard to take it in. Like the stress could be any number of things. I'm getting the three different balls here for some reason too. There seems like there's three of something. I don't know if there's three different people in your life, three different situations, three different encounters, three different experiences. It feels like there's something, and there's three legs here on the sky. So there's something where the number three is really important. So I don't know if this is talking about the month of March, the third month, that there's something that's going to be resolving then or in 3 days. Or like I said, three different situations, but somehow the number three is very important. Take it into meditation, see what kind of downloads you can get, but you're not going to figure it out by trying to bat it all around in your little Virgo minds. Also with this trumpet, I'm getting a real draw to music being helpful, whether if you play an instrument or sing, do that. You mean to put on music and dance. There may be music that feels calming, meditative. You need to put on some Beethoven or Chopin or something while you try to do your busy work or deal with your taxes or whatever, or go hear live music or put on music that makes you want to dance. Like, to me, music can be helpful as well this week, Virgo. So tap into whatever you feel guided to do around that. And know that this too shall pass. Like you don't have to give the power away to whatever externals are creating this stress and this chaos. Whatever it is, it will change. This too shall pass. You'll get over this hump. You'll move beyond this. But follow inner direction about how to calm your physical body, how to calm your mind. It may have to do with, I feel like food and diet could be whacked. So make sure, are you eating regularly? Are you eating healthy? Are you drinking lots of water? Like it feels like you could use some physical sustenance in a real grounded, consistent way as well. And maybe take yourself out to the macrobiotic restaurant in your hood to just get a meal that's sort of neutralizing and healing. Like do what you need to do to take care of your physical body, your mental body, and particularly your spiritual body this week, Virgos. All right, we'll go on to the Libras. Feeling the need to shuffle these cards in a different way. that one jumped out. So I think this is the one that's supposed to be happening. My kyanite on it. Okay, I got the completion card. This flipped out. So this is about a cycle ending, putting a missing piece together. Like if you've been trying to figure something out, it feels like you get the answers this week. This is also, this piece is going into the third eye. So again, I feel like it's a powerful week for meditating, accessing your psychic. This is the third eye. This is the psychic eye, seeing clearly, like really looking at things from a higher perspective, psychic insight. Like, what are you doing on the planet? What is your mission on the planet? Like, I feel like you may have gotten lost into some drama in this world. You know, Libra's the scales back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And Libras are relationships. And you guys can just spend all day getting pulled completely off track with relationship issues. I'm also just getting, the nose is jumping out to me. The nose is kind of making a heart shape here. So there could be something in what you literally smell. So maybe you need to get some essential oils to help clear your brain or mind, or maybe there should be like, there could be some allergy or sinus stuff literally going on that you get a resolve around that. There's something that's shifting around that. I just get this happy, completed, like something gets finished, some karmic pattern you can sense is like, I'm putting the last piece in this puzzle, like I'm doing this and now it's going to be over. Completion. You're completing a project, you're completing some karma, you're completing a relationship, you're something you're finished with, you're done with, like put a fork in it, you're done. And with the hand, I feel like someone else may be handing you something, you may be getting something from someone else, receiving information, receiving guidance. But I feel like, I mean, I'm just drawn to the blue energy of like, this is about what do you need to do daily to just create peace in your life? Like, don't give your power away to anybody else to wreck your serenity, to wreck your peace. Like, this is about just like, what can you do every day to feel peaceful, joyful, wise, and complete? Like, this is like taking yourself to the end game. Like, what do you want? What's the end game? Do you have a sense of what your goals are? What did you come on this planet to do? What do you hope to accomplish in this lifetime? What do you hope to accomplish in this year? What do you have to accomplish in this month? What do you want to accomplish on a daily basis? Like, this may be about daily setting goals and completing them as well. Like, some of you have been wasting some time and feeling like you're just kind of spinning around, like setting up like a regular routine, so you feel like you accomplish things every day and that you set out your tasks, your goals, and you complete them. I feel like the relationships, like reaching out, making phone calls with people, like asking other people for their insight, their advice. The people that you know channel wisdom, not people who'll just commiserate and you just feel like you're going down the rabbit hole with them. This is like, call your friends that make you laugh, call your friends that give you insight, direction. Like, you could be receiving this guidance from someone else this week. Maybe a great week to get a reading. I'm getting dancing. It feels like that maybe a great week just to dance and celebrate. Act as if, even if you're in the middle of something that's not completed yet, take yourself to how you're going to feel when it's done. Take yourself to how it's going to feel when you get that vision of like when that divine right person comes into your life. Like, get the feeling of that win, that completion, like right now, right today, and try to do that every day. Like, whatever feels like it's missing from your life now, see about drawing that in a meditation and feeling the feelings of having everything you need. You need an abundance of income. Feel that now today. What does that feel like? You need an abundance of love coming in, support. What does that feel like right now? I need to feel healthy and whole and complete in my physical body. Okay, you are. What does that feel like right now? Like, tap into the feelings of something already being completed, is what I get for the Libras. If you're curious, this is a piece of kyanite, which is one of the only two stones in the mineral kingdom that doesn't hold a negative charge. I keep it by me all the time. It helps clear out. I mean, sometimes I'll literally meditate with it on the top of my crown chakra. I'll hold it in my hands. It clears out negative energy. It never needs to be cleared itself. It'll clear your auric field. It'll clear any objects. So if you're looking for and needing that energy, when I do house clearings, I bring those shards of kyanite with me. You can get this if you're here in Austin at Nature's Treasures. You can also get polished stone versions of it. The chunks are better. You can, if you're not from Austin, you can go on the website, Nature's Treasures, in Austin, Texas, and probably order it online. I've never done that because I always walk in the store, but I imagine that they have a website that you can order from as well. Or go into your local crystal and gems shop and ask for kyanite, Kyanite. All right, so now we'll move on to the Scorpios. Okay, we've got the postponement card for the Scorpios. So this is about, this feels like it's come up for y'all before. Like, I don't retain these readings. I don't usually go back and even watch them. People go, oh my God, what you said for the Scorpios. I'm like, yeah, what did I say? I don't remember. Just like I don't remember details in private readings either, but feels like that this has come up from the Scorpios before recently. So this is about things being on hold, timing's not being right. Either you're depressed or someone in your life that's affecting you is depressed. Like, this is a stuck energy that's been, I feel like you've been dealing with it for a while. So this is what I would offer up for transform. This is such a powerful transformative week. This karmic pattern of holding on, of something that needs to shift that hasn't shifted yet, of emotional depression, like, this is the week to transform it. Don't keep dragging this forward. Like, bring this feeling into your meditation. Like, what is the opposite of these negative, heavy, deep level feelings? This feeling of being stuck, not being able to get your energy level up. Like, what would it feel like on the other side of this? If you were looking back in the future on this time, what do you need right now to physically feel better, to emotionally feel better? Plugging in spiritually, getting beyond your feelings and your thoughts and tapping into your higher self is definitely more challenging if you felt depressed, but not impossible. You know, a lot of times that's when it's best to chant if you can't get your mind clear, or plug into, there are countless YouTube videos that raise your vibration. I really recommend looking for solfeggio frequencies, because these are literally frequencies that they put into music, into drumming, into chanting, that literally helps raise your vibration. Like, you really may need to get some help in that way. Grab stones and crystals to help, put on essential oils. You may need to go to a doctor to get some pharmaceutical help, go to an acupuncturist to get some Chinese meds. Like, if this is an ongoing depression issue that you've been struggling with for a while, you may not be able to overcome it on your own, right? If this is just a temporary thing, and you know whether it's, this is, oh no, this is just situational, okay, great. Then you can go out and take a walk or take a run or do some movement, and you can shift it. If you can do some exercise, do some breath work, do some meditation, and it shifts it, it's not a chronic thing where you need medication. If you can't get out of bed, and that's been your story for months, you need some help. Right? Chinese meds can be awesome. You don't have to go for pharmaceuticals. B vitamins, flaxseed oil can be awesome. You need some sort of help if you've been stuck in the depression for a while, or someone around you, you're Scorpio, and someone around you, this is these things that I'm talking about. It feels like someone close to you, they may need some help, and it may be your job to help bridge the gap to that and help them be connected to this. But help is out there if you ask for it. If you ask for it spiritually, I need divine help. I can't pick up the phone and call anybody. It's too heavy. Like, ask for the guides to come help you. You could literally have someone arrive at your door. Like, spiritual help is there for you if you plug into it, right? So, and some of you, it's just like something's on hold. It's not about depression at all. It's just like, okay, it's not time yet. Okay, it's not time yet. It will shift. you're just having to wait still. Okay. You may be waiting for your divine partner to come in. That may be something that feels like it's not shifting and you've been waiting for decades, right? Okay. There's a reason. There's divine right timing going on, is what I get. If that's your situation and we're talking about that in your life, it's just about divine right timing. This also could be about a loss. You may have lost someone that's passed and you're just heavy hearted. This too shall pass. Some of it is just temporary. You just need to, in this case, lean into the grief, lean into the sadness, lean into the rage that they're not in your life anymore, whatever it is. Go through the stages of grief. You may need to pick up a book around the stages of grief and read it to help give you some insights. You may need to go to talk to someone just to get it out of your physical body. I also get creative energy. I feel like I've gotten this before with the Scorpios. Like I'm seeing all the color, like paint, draw, dance, play an instrument, cook a beautiful meal. Like what can you do that's creative? This can get the energy flowing. And because I feel like this is a block, stuck energy. Like there's creative energy that wants to move through you that's blocked and stuck, and you haven't been able to channel it and do your thing, whether you're supposed to be singing or acting or playing an instrument, dancing, cooking, whatever it is. It feels like the energy's backed up. So just even envision being able to do one small baby step to get the energy moving. Sometimes just even doing a puzzle can disengage the mind and get some chi flowing, right? Breath work, meditation, yoga, qigong, tai chi. Ask someone to come over and help you. Like, I need help. I need support. I can't do this alone. Help me. All right. That's what I get for the Scorpios. All right, we'll get Sagittarius's. Moment to moment card. This is about getting guidance on a daily basis. What today do I feel guided to do? What this moment do I feel guided to do? It's about enjoying each little bitty thing. It's like stopping to smell the flowers along the way. And you may need to get yourself some flowers. It's Valentine's Day today. If you don't have a sweetheart, be your own sweetheart. Like, what would you want a sweetheart to do for you today? Do that for yourself. And if you have a sweetheart, brava, congratulations. Like, enjoy, receive it. Like, enjoy what there is to enjoy in life, right? But don't struggle too much around the obstacles. Ask for guidance. Okay, how do I navigate this obstacle that's sitting in front of me right now? Like, it feels too heavy. I can't shift it. It's a repetitive pattern. I can't get around it. Like, I don't feel like getting out there, but I've been alone and lonely for a long time. I'm in a relationship. I love him, but he's not bringing his best self. What do I do? Like, get that guidance for this one day. You have the power to enjoy your life, regardless of the people that are in or not in your life are doing that. Like, this, to me, I feel like this is about tapping into joy by yourself. Like, how do you access joy directly? How do you access wisdom and peace directly? How do you feel spiritually filled directly? This is not about someone else giving it to you. This is about you tapping into the divine for this. I also feel like you may be building or working towards something. You may be planning on doing an extra degree or going to school, and it may not be time yet, but what you can even just envision that there's like, what is there to, I'm just getting this energy of joy. Like, can you do whatever's in front of you to do today in a joyful way? Say you have to clean a messy house. Can you bring joy into that? Turn on the good vibes music and enjoy cleaning and improving your environment. Do you have to go through a stack of mail that you've been avoiding? Can you do that in a joyful way and feel good about progress you've made? You have to reach out and connect with all these people, make a bunch of phone calls. Can you enjoy that? Whatever it is that your task is on hand, can you enjoy it? Like, just the little things. Enjoy the fact that you are alive. that you have a life today, that you have the power to transform your life. And it's just about getting the guidance for this one day. What today do I feel guided to do? Because some of you, I feel like, aren't being productive. You're feeling stuck. And some of you are doing too much. Like you're not stopping to smell the roses. You're not stopping to give yourself some time to enjoy. So I feel like there's both ends of the pendulum here with Sagittarius. There's some of you that aren't doing enough work and movement, and so you need to just do a little bit more movement, move into creativity, move into something to get the chi flowing. Some of you are working too much, staying busy to avoid how you're feeling. You need to slow it down and just plug into the joy within your life and do something that you would just enjoy for fun, and weaving that into your life just in little bitty bits and pieces, you workaholic Sages. So yeah, color, all these different colors. I just feel like there's something about a creative project that's getting started, or that you're infusing something creative into problem solving or into what you're doing with your life. And then to me, it's all about all the colors too of the people in your life, like colorful people, not just about racial colors, but just people that are bringing different colors into your life. Like really enjoying the people in your life. And if you feel like I feel like there's someone isolating, um, where can you go to plug into a community? Is that going to a yoga class? Is that going to an art exhibit? Is that going to some live music outside? Is that signing up for a cooking class? Like, what do you feel guided to do to plug into a community? Don't isolate. Find a way to plug in. Call people that you know would get together with you in a heartbeat, and make a plan to go for a walk or hike with them. Go out dancing with a friend. Go out by yourself and go dancing. I did that this last weekend. I took myself out, had a great time. Not afraid. Mm. There must be something with that, because I'm definitely getting like an activation. So, so throat chakra, need to speak up, need to talk, need to sing. Something's since my throat's getting all activated, there's something blocked or stuck, something that you need to say, talk about with someone. And if you can't talk it over with the person directly that may be stirring up something, a boss or a partner or whatever, talk it over with a friend or a therapist. Like it feels like someone needs to talk something out, write it out, sing it out, write a song, something about communication too. All right, that's what I get for the Sages. Take a swig here. We'll move on to the Capricorns. Okay, healing is coming up again. I channeled it in deep way for the Cancers. Then this same card came up for the Leos. If you guys are watching all these, you'll know that this card has been the card that's coming up again and again and again. And I guarantee you there's no damage on this card. There's no reason I keep cutting on this card, except that there is a lot of people that need to heal in a profound, profound way. So this is about deeply transformative healing that you can tap into this week. This is psychological healing, physical healing, emotional healing, mental healing, healing in your relationships, healing in your work life, healing in your physical body. Like this is a powerful, powerful time to heal. But I channel deeply with the Cancers on this card. So go look at the Cancer video, because this same card came up, and see what I said about that. Because this is Cancers, Leos, and now the Capricorns all have this energy, the power to transform something in a deeply profound way this week, right? Receive a powerful healing for all time this week. This energy is on the planet in a powerful way. Obviously, this card has been the number one card that I've pulled again and again and again in these one card draws. They've been showing up in my private sessions with people. Like the healing energy and people in need of healing is paramount. like all kinds of healing, right? We definitely are dealing with a pandemic, so people are having long haul symptoms, and they're needing physical healing. You're just stressed out and plugged into the collective of fear and anxiety, and need to experience an emotional healing. Like, again, go look at the Cancer video that I've recorded for today and see what I say about that, because it's going to resonate as well for you. So I'm not going to repeat myself over and over again. Is there anything else with Capricorn in this card? No, I've already said it. So go look at the Cancer video where I pulled the same card. All right. Now I'm going to go on to the Aquarians. Happy birthday to those that are in the late part of the Aquarius signs. All right, we've got the politics card. So politician is someone who shows you two different faces, neither one of which are who they really are. So this could be you showing up false face to the people in your life. Like maybe you're hiding something. You don't want someone to see that you're suffering. So, oh, no, I'm fine. I'm great. Or you're purposely showing people, making up lies and spinning tales and just putting out there what you want people to believe about you. You could also be dealing with this energy with someone else in your life, someone else who's being two-faced with you, someone else who's not being real and authentic. It could be literally politics, something political that's affecting you personally. There's a digestive issue here too. This looks like a big old colon here with all these clouds and stuff in it. Like there could be something that's digestively affecting you in a negative way. Maybe something you're eating that your body can't really digest well. So if you're are you paying attention to how you feel after you eat? Because it feels like some of you are overriding. Maybe you're sensitive to dairy, or maybe you're sensitive to wheat, or some other food where it's not good for you. Artificial sweeteners, like it feels like that there's like literal physical dis-ease with your digestive tract as well. And it feels like you're not paying attention to that, or ignoring that, or like, oh, what, I want to eat this anyway. Like a strong-willed response is overriding that. Just out of balance a little bit is what I'm getting with the Aquarius energy right now. The two-face could indicate acting, like some of you might be in the acting field and that you're supposed to be putting on a role for work, in which case could be a positive thing. You may have to be diving into a dark energy um, through a role that could be disconcerting. Make sure you're clearing that energy off. You know, if this is you being two-faced, come on, get real, get off of it. If someone around you is being two-faced and you're ignoring the intuitive signals, like trust your gut, trust your intuition. Like something doesn't feel right, something feels off about a person, trust that. Trust your intuitive take when it comes to that person. There's also getting the teeth energy here, like in both cases. So there may be some teeth issues, something that's hurting your teeth, or you may need to get some dental work yourself. Maybe you're a dentist and you're an Aquarian. I also get this tail, like this feels like it could be like an appendix thing. It could also be like, it feels almost like it's a finger that's pointing at you. There could be a punitive energy, like someone, it could be psychological, just like an old parent in your mind kind of thing, or just someone who's pointing out what's wrong about you, coming up, like feeling not good enough. And that kind of old childhood trauma kind of coming up is what I'm getting to, is like clearing that. But this feels like toxic energy. It feels very much like the energy I've been dealing with over the weekend. So, clear this energy. What's encouraging is this green shirt on this double-headed figure here is about healing. Like there's an opportunity to heal some duplicity, to heal some two-facedness, to heal and get away from someone's energy that's doing this, to integrate something within yourself that's disassociated. So this is a huge opportunity for healing, but it may mean removing yourself away from a toxic person or a toxic situation. Only you will know, trusting your intuition about how to take action. But some of you are feeling called to go into the realm of politics, which, like, I give it to you. Like, I don't know that I could do political work, just all that's involved in that and trying to please everybody. And that may be something that's going on for some of you, queer. You're just trying to please somebody else. So, like, you're putting on your best self so you don't trigger someone else off, or you're telling them what you think they want to hear or what you know they need to hear. Like, and you're having to be two-faced, and then it's just you being protective, so if that's the situation too, again, back it up, remove yourself from this energy. Like, you need an integration, a connection with your higher self, a healing, and like, don't believe everything you hear out there. Like, there's some lying stuff, and there may be some great reveals for you this week. Like, if someone in your life's been lying, I feel like the secrets are going to be exposed this week as well. Like, you can ask for guides to show you clearly, like, if something's hitting you is not quite right, resonating is not truth, BS, ask that to be revealed and confirmed for you this week, and that can happen. There's also this bow tie. You may have to be dressed up and go to some sort of formal event or something where you have to put on your best self and you're not really feeling it. I feel like, don't make yourself go to something you don't want to. You may have to, like, you may have to go to a work party or a premiere of something where you're involved in or something, which case you may have to force yourself to get over it. Try to enjoy the people and the connection and conversations in that case, and get over the anxiety about connecting with the collective, is what I get with that. This snake, though, there is definitely a snake. There's a snake. So are you the snake? Are you dealing with a snake? Are you in a situation that feels like, ooh, that might bite me? Like, don't override your intuition at all, and trust your intuition. And you can be your real self. If you're the person that's feeling like you got to please everybody and you got to tell people what they want to hear and you got to put on a show, unless you're getting paid to act, drop it. Drop the act. Drop it like it's hot. Okay, that's what I'm getting for the Aquarius and the Pisces. All right, we got the schizophrenia card for the Pisces. This card is about feeling torn down the middle. There's a decision that needs to be made. You don't know which way to turn. You've got to choose something or another. This could indicate a separation in a relationship. You need to move away from a relationship that's not working. You need to physically move your home, separate space. You need to move out of your job. Something needs to shift and end, because you can't just keep being stretched to the max here. This blue light is about spiritual psychic connections, about meditation. The clouds are here. It's like, get above the situation. Like, you're not going to figure it out batting it about in your head. Like, turn it over, ask for guidance, ask for clear direction. Like, there's these two birds flying here too. So to me, this is spiritual guidance coming in. Allow yourself to be guided. Go ahead and take a leap of faith. Don't allow yourself to be so strung out for so long that you end up literally feeling mentally ill, or like schizophrenia. I mean, some of you may be dealing with literal mental illness. Your meds may be off. You may need to go back to a psychiatrist and say, like, I am not feeling good. Like, I need to have my medications altered because this isn't working for me. Too much medication. Feels like I got this before for the Pisces. And again, to repeat, I don't remember when I'm channeling. Like, I don't go back and watch these videos after I record them. I'm channeling, it's coming through. But something about medication feels like it's come up before for Pisces. So, like, are you on a bunch of medications? Are they not having a positive effect together? Like, are you getting scripts from different doctors or different psychiatrists, or you need to, like, maybe get a new one? Like, if they're all coming from one doctor, maybe this doctor is pharmaceutically happy. I don't know, do they have some stocks invested in pharmaceutical companies? I don't know. I feel like there's an over medication going on for some Pisces, or maybe you're just doing too much of something and not like, it feels like there's things out of balance as well. Like, I feel like there's a need to really plug into spiritual practices. I mean, I feel like that's true for everybody, but I just feel like you're being pushed to the edge right now, and you need to make a decision and take a big leap of faith. Make some changes, is what I'm hearing psychically. Make some changes in your life. Separate away from habits, behaviors, people that are causing conflict within, causing you to feel divided. Like, what in your life is creating this sense of division? Like, you can't reconcile it. It doesn't feel right. Something doesn't, you don't feel you feel restless, juggling things back and forth and back and forth. What area of your life are you going back and forth and back and forth in? Is it a relationship? To me, there needs, like, if you've been going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth for a while, chances are you need to remove yourself from that relationship. Like, I'm just saying. Um, Same thing with a work situation. If you've been going back, I don't want to do this, I hate this job, blah, 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 like, it may be time to leave. Like, ask for divine guidance this week. Ask for clear direction this week, right? So, and that's what I'm getting for the Pisces. All right, guys. Hope this has been helpful for those of you that have watched the whole thing. You rock. Love you guys very much. Appreciate your attention. And for those of you who haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, check out my dailies on social media. Peace.